Hi everyone, my name is Jim from gainingtraffic.org, and today we're going to show you how to work with Artisteer 4. And so the first thing we want to do is open it. Let me pause it for a second because it takes a moment to load on my computer. And if I open up my start window, I can see right now I'm using Windows 8. If this is not familiar to you, open up Artisteer 4. I do have Artisteer 3 on this computer, which I've always used. And let me pause it again for a second. Okay, so here we are in Artisteer 4. The first thing you'll notice, you got this little window that pops up. This is your projects. And you have 4 options at this point. You can load in one of their templates, which they have a lot of them. You can load in a blank template. It's not really a blank sheet, but it's a blank template for you to create with your own thoughts and ideas. You can even go, if you already have your project saved, like you see here, I have several projects that I've been working with. Or if you don't see your project here, you can always open the file, go down to your paint. This is where they're stored at. And then under paint, it'll be under Artisteer. You click on Artisteer, and you'll see in this case, I got all kinds of templates that I've been working with over the past few years. But that's the fourth way. So what we're going to do here, though, we're just going to choose a blank. The blank will pop up as you see here as soon as it gets done loading from my circle. Okay, anytime. And you can click on certain areas, and like in this case the header, it will pop up. Here's the home stuff. It will pop up. But we're not going to do anything here. I think what we're going to do is just show you, if I go to the layout, I can change where I want, your bullets, but your pages, you can select where you want it from this column. And there's a whole lot to choose from. For my project, I don't want any header or menu, so I'm just going to click a blank. And if I want columns, I come over here to columns, and I want, instead of being over here on the left, I want it on the right. So I click there. And now the column is on the right. You can barely see it. Okay, now let's say we want the project, save it. There's 2 ways to save. You save it as the project, or in my case, a WordPress zip file as my template. So to save it, you go over here to Files, you come down, click on Save, and you give it a name. And it's an ARTX name extension. So I'll just call it a test art demo for the fun of it. I'm real creative. And I have my option where I want to save. I'll just leave it right there as the documents, and then I'll move it later. Or if I want to, I can just go ahead and go down to pictures, I believe. I put it in Artisteer, and I should save it in Artisteer. In the case, you click Save, and the project should be saved. The reason you want to save your project, because there'll be times where you want to come back and make modifications, and so that's how you would do it. So if you go back and reopen Artisteer like we did at the beginning, you will see it over here on the left, that project. But now what we want to do is save our project as a WordPress zip file. So we come up here to export. You can also come over here to Files and export here as a WordPress theme, or again across the top there you have an export, and come down and export it as a WordPress theme. Here you notice that the path is going to be stored in the Pictures Artisteer, the same folder we saved our project in. We give it a title. I try to give it the same title as my project, but it doesn't look like version 4 brings the name up, so we'll just give it a name here. Test Art Demo. And I always give it a number. Next time I modify it, I'll give it a number 2, and so on and so on. Make sure that zip archive is checked. You click export, and it should be saved. Now the thing we have to do here is just close. Export has been successfully completed. Took a while, I guess, because the video is recording. So now we can close out of this. We don't need to be in Artisteer anymore. Save changes. Thought I already did, but we'll go ahead and say yeah. Okay, now we go into our desktop. And if we go down to Pictures, Artisteer, and then go down towards the bottom, now we're into the zip files. What you saw up here are all the projects, but we're looking for the T thing. There we go. Test Art Demo 1. That's our zip file. So now we know it is saved. Okay, let me pause the video for a moment, and I'll bring up WordPress. Okay, I'm in WordPress, one of my test sites, and I'm in my dashboard. And if we go down to Themes, Appearance Themes, this is where you have all your themes. At the moment I have this theme chosen, and it's the active one. But if I scroll down, you can see I have lots of themes in there. Again, this is a test website. On a live website, I would be deleting all these themes except for the one I'm using for the live site. So to import the Artisteer zip file that we just saved, we go back in the, I'm already in Themes. We go up here to Add New. If you weren't in Themes, let me go on my dashboard. If you weren't in Themes, you just go down to Appearance, go to Themes, and Add New. And we want to update theme because it's on our hard drive. Got to go to Browse. And we know it's in Pictures Artisteer, so it's in Pictures Artisteer. Now we can scan for it over here, but we already know it starts with the T, with the test. And so here it is here, Test Art Demo. Open it, and there it is there. Install. Activate. And now if we review our site, and there it is. This is the new template that we had. To show you what the old one looked like, we'll go back to Themes, and think it was this one here that I had, but we'll activate it and review it. This was the theme that I had earlier, and I guess I want to get rid of this header, so that's why I made the one theme thing. Oops. Appearance, themes. Where did it go? Gotta scroll down to it. Here it is. Test demo. Activate it. And now I'm using that theme. And that's all there is to it. And so again, my name is Jim Burrow from gettingtraffic.org, and soon howtobuildaweb.com. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.